We have some good news about the Nazarene Fund. Tomorrow, we have Tim Ballard in. He is the CEO of Operation Underground Railroad, which is an amazing group of people that are going in and breaking up the slave trade for sex trafficking all around the world and doing some amazing things here in the United States, but they can't talk about them here in the United States. But we have partnered with them with the Nazarene Fund. So now Tim is the official CEO of the Nazarene Fund. And the reason why we partnered with him is because I wanted to expand it. You know, we didn't know what we were doing August 2 years ago when I said, hey, let's raise $1 million and let's see if we can get, 10 families out or 100 families out of the Middle East. Well, we did get 100 families out. In fact, we had almost 8,000 families, Christians, that had been marked for death by ISIS. We got about 8,000 of them out. We moved another, 6 or 10,000 to different parts of the Middle East so they were safe from ISIS. I mean, it is truly one of the most remarkable stories, I think, in radio history or television history when it comes to a single audience. This single audience saved 8,000 marked for death Christians. We didn't know what we were doing at first, but we got to be pretty good at it. But then the mission kind of went into another direction as we were hearing from the families that we were moving. They said, my sister and her daughters have been kidnapped and they're in the slave trade and they're being held by ISIS. So we started looking into that and we hired some people, former military, et cetera, to go in and rescue these people. We have raised to date now, we have freed 100 slaves in Iraq alone. And these are all women and children. The youngest one, the last one, was 3 years old. That is horrible. We've lost 2 operatives in a mission. We got the slaves out. They went back for more, and they both lost their lives. We need to bring in some people who really know what they're doing, and that was Tim Ballard. And so Tim and Operation OUR and the Nazarene Fund have merged together. And we are going to take on the slave trade, but not only the slave trade in the Middle East and Northern Africa, but I can't get into a lot of details, but there's organ trafficking going on now. And what they're doing is they're kidnapping these children that are Christians. Because remember, ISIS and people like them believe that, you don't have a right to live. You're not really a person if you're a Christian. And so they take these kids and these families and they're harvesting them for organs. And it's horrific what is happening. And I have seen a video of one of them. We haven't decided whether or not we're going to show it. It's disturbing. It's just disturbing. And we put operatives down on the ground. We know where this happened. It's not happening there now. But we have devised some ways to break up the organ harvesting as well and really get to the source of a lot of this. But we need your help. It's going to take a lot of people, and we have so many people from special forces from all around the world that want to do this. It just takes money to do it. So our goal for the year is to raise $25 million. That will free a lot of slaves. And it will change not only the Middle East, but it will make a huge dent around the world. So we really could use your help and your support. I got an amazing handwritten letter in from an 8-year-old boy. I'll have to show it to you on TV tonight. This 8-year-old boy named Garand, he just wrote, please use this $8 to help the Christians in the Middle East. It warms our heart so much to see the kids participating in this. And we're working on some things to help teach your kids about what's really happening and the evil that is around the world, but to show them, real life superheroes. You don't have to go to comic books. There are real life superheroes that are saving people. And we would love to get your kids involved in this because they're going to be dealing with it in their lifetime as well. Good news is, just in the first few days of our fundraising, we've raised $250,000. So we're 1% there, but this is the first. It was like the first 4 days of this, and our goal is to raise $25 million in the next year. So by Christmas of next year, to be able to raise $25 million, we really need your help. You can go to thenazarenefund.org, thenazarenefund.org.